You look angelic.
I am.
The emo angel.
Oh, Zach's first pair of skinny jeans.
What a great name, dude.
I feel like
That's
we
so
need
great.
to start the podcast right where Paul said you look like an angel.
I agree, 100%.
All right,
Yes.
Paul, do the thing.
Cool. Hey, so I have something I really need to get off my chest, everybody. It's really important. Okay, been keeping this in for a long time. It's the OK Podcast!
Oh, man.
Oh, God. Were you like singing, like a singing bowl? What are you doing there?
Yeah, man, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
It's a Wednesday.
So, guys,
No,
we have...
it's a Monday.
We are on the 11th episode, so we've almost been doing this thing for a year.
And we're not sponsored yet. Dang.
Yeah,
Not yet.
This is
Sneak.
the year,
It's like-
though.
all
Sneak,
those
hit
other
us up.
Thanks,
all
Sneak.
those already celebrities that start a podcast and then go, "Hey, man, just start doing it, keep doing it, and then you'll get sponsors." And it's like, no, okay, come on, that's not how it works.
Man, I can't. That's so crazy, dude.
A year.
I mean, hear me
True.
out. We could have been doing some sponsorships on the audio version, probably a little bit.
What do you release that on? Or should we not, show them how the sausage is made?
No, yeah, we were through Anchor, so we could at least be running Anchor advertisements. The big hold up that this is getting really into the sausage factory right now.
Hey, that's fine as long as we don't show them what's in the sausage.
We run through Anchor, but we don't run any advertisements because we don't have a business bank account.
Oh.
All of our money is just dealt in cash and ideas at this point. It's just imaginary.
Imaginary money. I'm adjusting this camera angle here.
Interesting.
Yeah, we need to start.
It was really hard not to make a political statement there, but I figured we'd save that for another
Guys,
podcast.
we need money before we can start a bank account.
Wait, what? I donated money.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of money.
It's like, I'd like to start a bank account, please. I go, all right, how much money for your initial deposit? It's like,
I've got all this exposure.
any? Yeah. Listen, we've
We
got
got a lot of
least-
merch.
Yeah. So, hey, let's a couple things there. We started in on. Yeah, let's get on this. Let's start on the merch train. There's like 85 things I
Merch
wanted to talk about
train,
today.
baby.
So, yeah, so we got new merch. I don't think that was a thing last month. Last month we didn't talk about
bro.
that.
I think we talked about the old store falling apart. That wasn't our fault.
Oh man.
Ew.
Yeah, that was a mess.
I've reached out to that company several times. Listen, I don't know what's up, but they need to figure it out because we have some very faithful fans who have purchased merch. And we never got paid for that from the old company. But the new company is so good. They're doing great. The merch is really quality stuff.
The hats fit my head.
Yeah.
Hey!
That's a big
Yeah,
thing.
it's good.
But the funny thing is, whenever hats fit mine or Nick's head, everyone else seems to dislike them. But these seem to be right in the middle, right where it's like, it's a little big on people's small heads, and it's just the right size for people with big heads, but you could still wear it. It looks good.
Word.
I'll be honest, I've never been able to find a 5-panel hat that fit my giant head.
Those 5 panels are pretty sweet. They're a little big for me, but I like them. I like the extra space.
TikTok, quit sending me notifications.
He likes it too. I would just like everybody to know the zip hoodies are apparently the comfiest zip hoodies that my brother's ever owned. So
Did he buy a zip hoodie?
On.
yeah, he bought the. I think he bought the zip.
Listen,
I'm like
I gotta go
90%
back
sure
to
he bought the
go
zip.
back to the records here.
Wait, didn't I send you guys a picture or no?
I think so.
I thought
Yeah.
I
Hey,
did.
are we
I think
allowed to
it's a
talk
zip.
about that? So, congratulations
Oh yeah,
to your brother and his lovely lady.
yeah. My brother Drew and his wife Erin had their baby. He's adorable.
And
I'm not gonna give you his name, but he's
yeah,
adorable.
we're not here to really show pictures of said child or
Nope.
give any info that would be exposing to them. But the cool thing, Paul, did you want to talk about that?
Yeah. So when we got the new merch store, I told my brother, like, yo, we got new merch. And he was browsing. He's like, dang, bro, this is sweet. About to give me a hoodie. And then the hoodie came in and he sends me a picture. He's like, bro, this is the most comfy hoodie I've ever had. And I was like, well, cool. And then the day they was having the baby, he's like, yo, look what I wore to the hospital. And it was the OK hoodie. And I thought that was pretty freaking sweet. Because now everybody in the hospital know who he is. So them streams about to go up, up, up.
Yeah.
And then merch sales about to be like, blip.
I think that further confirms
probably
that we'll be a dad rock band eventually.
Yeah,
Paul is feeling extra Detroit today.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up, man? It's because it's early, bro. I'm awake. I got up at 6:30. I was almost on that Zach schedule today.
Paul, when you watch 8 Mile,
Can I go to bed at 6:30?
Are you like, man, this is just like real life? Or are you like, it's not like that?
I'm like, wow, the acting could have been better in this movie. We'll just leave it there. I mean, I know some of the spots in that movie, so that's cool.
When you watch Elizabethtown,
When I watch Elizabethtown, I think 2 things. 1, Orlando Bloom looks like a fox. 2,
okay,
his hair in that movie is the perfect length, the perfect style. I would kill for that kind of hair.
Okay. I'd kill for hair in general, but okay.
you got that beard going on.
True.
I don't want to be that guy. Now I feel like I'm like that kid that's like actually, but the OK logo hoodie, not the zip one. Your brother got the regular one.
Oh, my bad. I thought
I think those are
my bad.
I think those
I
are
probably want to get the zip.
I think those are Bella
like the
Canvas. I
zips.
think we are almost entirely Bella Canvas on the merch store.
Nice. When
I'm
are we
excited.
going
My
to
favorite
cardigans?
Cardigans?
Yeah.
There might be an option for embroidered cardigans, but I don't know why you would
look pretty dope, like right here.
want an embroidered cardigan. You sure about that?
Just
I would wear a
because,
cardigan.
man. Or
Would you
on the
guys-
back. Put it on the back.
I would wear a cardigan.
What's a merch item that you guys would want that we don't have?
Beard oil.
Beard oil?
Ooh, the smell of the OK. How's the
No one
smell?
wants
It's
that
okay.
smell. No one wants that smell. I've
man.
I've been to a show with us. No one wants that smell.
Heyo.
You guys want some odor toilet? Odor toilet, the OK?
I want shoes.
Shoes? The OK shoes?
Yeah, I want shoes with our faces on it, and then on the little the flap thing, it's got our logo.
That's incredible. So when
what's
we
up?
were in the beginning stages of our past band, Ocean City, Eli is having a great time today.
Wait, you guys were in Ocean City?
Yeah, we were. Crazy.
Shut
huh?
Dude, no way. I've never heard this before. Carry
But
on.
I was obsessed. I don't know if we've talked about this before. I used to have like this weird superstition sort of tick thing that I had to wear Nike shoes on stage.
He did.
Nike shoes were the
interesting.
only thing I would wear on stage. And
He had like a
kind of,
bunch of 2.0s and stuff too. Weren't they 2.0s?
I had a lot of flights. I had the Flight Falcons, a couple pairs of those, a few pairs of trainers, and then I would wear a lot of like the Mogans or the SBs.
Wow.
Anyway, I'm not a big
Zach's
sneaker.
laughing at you.
I'm not a big
Eli's laughing at Zach.
I'm not a big sneakerhead, so like I never had any of the like the $1,000 Nikes or anything.
That you're
I never
willing to
wore
talk
anyway,
about.
the short story of the long version of the story. No, I'm just kidding. I went on Nike IQ, I think it is, or ID, or where you could make custom ones. You can still do that, but before you could go insane on everything you customized. And I made these crazy looking sneakers that I called the Ocean City Tokyos, and they were like pretty amazing. They were like this teal and maroon sort of deal.
Ooh.
They were either butt ugly or they were really fly looking. So I don't know.
Interesting.
gonna need
You
to
might
go
have to. Do you have a picture of them anywhere?
No, I wish
Still
I
have
had
them?
saved it.
Go
I wish
play.
I had saved it.
Oh man, sad day.
Everybody's getting an extra dose of Eli today. I'm sorry.
I'm okay with it.
He's just over here just vibing.
I was listening to our. Well, that seems kind of like I listen to our podcasts. Why
Me
wouldn't
too.
I? I listen to them again. It's nice
Part
to
of our
relive a
work.
moment that you already lived. I was
True.
listening to the one with Tim Baltus, and he was like, "Is there a small child on a trampoline?" And we were like, "Yeah, that's Eli." And he goes, "It got me. I don't know why." He goes, "Well, he sounds like he's on a trampoline. I just hope he's okay." He keeps going, "Yay, yay, yeah. And I was like, he's not really doing that, but that's amazing.
Dude, Tim's the man. I can't wait to have him on again.
Man, these They're Okay podcasts. Nick, I'm sorry that you haven't been at as many of them. We keep scheduling them during your sleeping hours, though, so that's kind of
Yeah, my work schedule has been dumb lately.
Sorry,
It
I'm laughing at
happens,
Eli.
man. Hey, sup, champ?
Now you're not going to
Very,
yell?
very quiet.
Eli,
In the
who dis?
spotlight.
All right, go play.
Yeah, but those They're Okay podcasts have been really fun. So that's a new thing as well. We talked about the idea of those on the last podcast, and now
we're doing it.
Yeah, I've
when
got
this
to do
comes
one.
out-
I almost did another, but I was dead to the world.
yeah, it's hard.
It's a great name for an emo band.
So far,
Dead to the
though,
world.
we have had a great time with everybody, but you know what? I don't even want to single people out, but we've got a great list of guests that we have talked to. We got one decline, which I'm okay with. Getting a polite decline is better than being read and ignored. So,
Off air, you'll have to tell me who that is because I'm curious.
oh no, it's they weren't negative about it. So the people that declined, great, good, fine, okay. They're kind of like I don't even know how to describe them. I feel like they describe themselves better. But kind of almost like a dance-ish sort of new wave.
Oh, fun.
Very pop. They're definitely a pop band. They do a lot of really cool animation and stuff along with their along with their songs. Anyway,
cool.
I dig their stuff. I think I found them initially because I was looking for other bands that had the word "okay" in the title. But they were kind of a cool find. But they were like, "Hey, we're really busy right now, so that's going to be a no."
Hey, I respect that.
That's fine.
But
When are we going to get OK Go on so we can have OK Go in the OK? We call it like the OK Go. Or the
And then we go
OK
on tour and be the okayest tour ever.
Hey, I like it. I like it.
I
Let's
don't
just
know.
keep making okay jokes.
Okay.
Okay.
We're annoying, Zach.
Hey, no, you're not annoying me. I was trying to
Zach
think of how to phrase. I think I talked about them on the first podcast we did. There's a band that I'm not into, but they're pretty groovy. They're called Hoko. Hoko?
Did you say groovy?
Yeah,
He said groovy.
I like it.
and they have a song
Eli, don't
called.
do that.
They have a song called "Okay, Okay," and every time we're like the okay, we're okay, like we're making jokes about it. I'm like okay, 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 like I'm singing the.
I have to hear
had
the
to
song
be there.
now.
You had to be there.
Had to be.
He said you
I
had to be
wasn't,
there.
so thanks.
Let's see. Hold on. I'm sure we can play like a couple seconds.
I don't want to get sued, bro. We don't have a bank account, remember?
Maybe not. But
I
I
don't know
do.
we're allowed to do that, especially
you
without
can.
their permission.
Yeah, that's very true. All right,
Like, we can
you guys-
verbally talk about them.
Yeah. So it's
Give them a
called
shout out.
Okay, Okay, and it came out last year, and the band is called Hoko. Hoko.
Okay,
Go
I'm
listen.
checking it out.
It's pretty groovy.
Okay, Hoko.
as I say. It's not
I'm
actually.
going to check out your groovy stuff.
But I dig it.
We hit Zach with the. Speaking of music, we hit Zach with the. You've got a 250 megabyte MP3 player. Back in 2000, what was it? 2005. Which albums are you putting on it?
Yeah.
It's on my phone, which
Can I
I'm
just say
streaming
this,
from
though?
right now. So
In my defense, I should know those, but I was not. I mean, what year was that?
most of those
05,
came out
baby.
like 2002, 2003.
Yeah, I was not aware of music
Because
at
they
that
had
point.
some Funeral for a Friend on there too. That was one of your choices.
So let's look. Here
Dude,
are all
there
the
was
choices,
two of them I
right?
didn't recognize. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, there were two of them I didn't recognize by the cover. I'm like, I probably know
That's-
this band, but
That's what I'm saying, though. Half of them didn't have the band name on the cover, and I'm like, I don't know what.
Because
the
you're
heck these
supposed to know them.
you're
I know.
supposed to know.
are. Okay, so here are the bands.
I mean,
right?
like, yeah, go ahead. You do it.
So we have
Get it.
Silverstein,
Classic.
Funeral for a Friend, The Used, Under Oath,
Classic.
Chodos,
Classic.
From
Classic.
First to Last, and My
Yes.
Chemical
Classic.
Romance. And so I recognized the MCR album, and I knew that Silverstein and The Used were on there because they have their names clearly printed on their album cover. But everyone else, I was like, I don't know these bands.
You were forced to listen to Chiodos from a young age, Zach.
I'm
so
sure.
good. Dude, which from First to Last album was it?
Dear Diary, My Teenage Angst Has a Body Count.
Dang, it's funny because I listened to the album a bunch, but I don't think I knew what the cover looked like.
Yeah, it's that
That's
red
so
one.
crazy.
Kind of looks like a faceless or headless person on it.
Yeah. Wow. I feel bad now because yeah, dude, I jammed that.
Back when
I saw those
Sonny
dudes a
Moore
couple
was like
times.
what? He was
Like 12,
15, 14 when they did that
something
album.
like that.
Something ridiculous, and his voice is just astronomical.
Wait, Sonny, you mean Skrillex?
Yeah, Skrillex.
Wait,
Don't-
he was in
don't
a
hate
band
on-
before Skrillex?
Don't hate on Skrillex. I like Skrillex.
I'm not hating on Skrillex. I just enjoy the fact that nobody knows. I shouldn't say nobody. A lot of people that like Skrillex don't know about
Oh, for
the
sure.
greatness that was from first to last.
You play them the waltz more, and they're like, "What is this?"
Right? Anyway, that Chiodos album was what a great choice of albums too. Like, man, I mean,
Right?
they're only chasing safety. I know so many people that hate music with screaming, but they like that album because it's just so good.
Mm-hmm. And then
Just classic,
because Zach was like, "I only know one of these," I took it upon myself to put them all on a playlist, title it "Zach's First Pair of Skinny Jeans,"
Great title.
and send it over to Zach.
Now
Can
he
I
got
say-
work to do.
I would do many things, I guess, except work out and exercise to get the legs that I had. This is super creepy to say out loud. It's a
Please
weird
do.
sounding sentence. The legs that I had in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like now I feel like even if I wore skinny jeans, even if I was in shape and I wore skinny jeans, my legs would not be the same. They just kind of look like adult men's legs. And the style then was like, you had to have boy legs.
Boy legs.
Boy legs. Yeah.
So I've
there
been
were
watching
a
a lot
lot of
of-
little legs.
How did all of those scene bands get such skinny legs? They were also skinny anyway.
You drink
They
that
didn't
much
eat.
Monster, and your metabolism hits the roof.
Do you think it was?
True.
I mean, for some of them, it was for sure drugs, but not many of them. A lot of those guys
Well-
were kind of straight edge, right?
No.
No. Okay, I
No.
had that. In,
No, there's a lot of
Good try,
there's a lot
though.
of
no.
alternative press drama where they reported on so and so is now going to rehab. Band on hiatus.
Okay, so maybe
Yeah,
it was
bro.
for sure a lot of drugs. Listen,
All
that's
the
how you know
drugs.
that we're not doing drugs. The beefy
Yeah, because we're
you can't be this beefy and also addicted to cocaine.
it's true. It's true. That's words of wisdom right there, bro.
I think Zach just found the
Man.
title for this podcast.
Dude,
Right
yes.
there.
That
I
needs
was
to be
thinking
printed
album
out on like Zach's words of wisdom. You know
Could
what
you
I'm
imagine if that was our first full-length album title? You can't be this beefy and addicted to cocaine.
That sounds like our punk band side project. That's
wow.
what that sounds like. I like
Oh.
it. It's great.
Oh, but no,
Guys,
Zach, I
speaking
know
of-
exactly what you're talking about because so one of my favorite bands ever is Brand New, and I was watching a whole bunch of their old music videos and live videos and stuff. And back when they were like children, dudes look like twigs with
They were
guitars.
middle-
Like the neck
middle-aged.
of his Telecaster is thicker than his wrist.
Right? It's so
But-
weird, man.
I feel like
couldn't
all
do
those
it.
guys should have been playing that the St. Vincent special edition guitar.
Oh, the St. Vincent.
Yeah,
I think isn't that what it's called?
I think so.
The Ernie Ball guitar.
Where it's like slightly smaller for more delicate, like smaller sized women. You know, it's like got a more
Or indie
slender,
boys.
more slender fretboard.
Those
Those guys,
indie boys.
those little
Little
indie boys
indie
could have been playing those the whole time. It would have looked normal.
Dude, can we start a rap group called Little Indie Boys?
Only if we spell boys with a Z.
Duh. And it's got to be Lil,
I'm
not
looking
Little.
for-
Lil. L-I-L.
Yes. Okay. There is a band. Oh, sorry. I'm playing. I didn't mean to play that. I think it's a band. It's called Punk Rock Factory. Have you guys seen this? So
No.
they're kind of fun. They do a lot of
haven't seen
video. They
them?
do a lot of videos. I think
so.
they're kind of like a TikTok, Instagram, not live, Instagram Reels.
They
sort of pretty
they,
popular.
They got really good at using those platforms, but they were
Yeah.
kind of they were just like a punk rock band before that,
Yeah.
like just pop punk.
And they're fun. I don't know a whole lot about them beyond the fact that they're kind of. I don't want to insult anybody if they think that we're not beautiful, but they're kind of beefy boys as well. But
Yeah.
their lead singer looks straight up like a guy named Micah that I used to work with. Actually, Micah
just
was
like
my
him.
Micah was my boss
could have
for a
been
brief
twins.
amount of time.
Interesting.
And it's one of those things where I would love to reach out and be like, "Hey, Micah, this guy looks like you." But I've had people do that to me and it's like not the guy I would want people to be like, this guy looks like you. So
Yeah. I feel
craziness. But I mean, it can be done. I don't know how we always end up talking about being beefy, but it's just part of the
that.
lifestyle.
Hey, we are who we are, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Well fed.
Well,
one more. There was one more thought that I had about watching old punk bands and stuff back from the early 2000s. I was watching some old Taking Back Sunday videos because Brand New and Taking Back Sunday are kind of like the yin and yang of each other. Did they all wear polos? Like super tight fit polos all the time?
That was a thing for a while. Yeah, I remember that. I tried to get into that, but I was too pudgy.
Yeah, like I've got one polo that looks good, and it's like jersey cotton and black, so it doesn't actually look like a polo. It looks like a t-shirt.
Yeah.
But like all these dudes were wearing like, it was like they went to Abercrombie and just cleaned them out.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think there is
you can't get away with that now.
There is an age at which you can get away with wearing like a cotton polo, you know? Just kind of something thinner, almost like in place of a t-shirt, you could wear that. But up to a certain age, you just look like a schoolboy in a uniform. And then past a certain age, you just look like a guy who's really into golf.
Accurate.
You know, if I wore
it's true.
Here's my beef with them. I hate polos. You can ask Taylor. I talk about it all the time. Polos look like you were trying to dress up and you just didn't know what looked good. I always say, show me a man wearing a polo, or a woman for that matter. I will show you a full button shirt that looks better than that polo.
So there you go, guys.
I don't get it.
If you want to come to an OK show, we need you to wear polos and prove Zach wrong. I want to see
guys be like
hundreds of polos.
You'll be like, Zach, your energy was insane, through the roof tonight. What was up? It's like I was just enraged.
I almost coined a new phrase there. I was going to call them O-shows.
Ochos.
I tried to push OK and shows together into one word.
Oh, I like it. Can we get the polos with the OK logo on the pocket? I think that's sweet.
Paul,
no,
if you really want one, I will put them
collar,
on the merch.
You pop the collar, it says the OK.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the back, though. On the back, yeah.
Yeah.
Hear me out.
All right, Zach, take notes.
Our new merch provider. If you want to, you can go in, and they will customize your merch to the point of where, like, you can print the tag to say what you want it to say. You could put stitching pretty much wherever you want stitching. It's kind of crazy how much you could change on there. I think a lot of people are using them to do like fashion brands and things like that, but
doing it. It's going down.
Speaking of fashion,
so we got the OK Supreme.
I think we're onto something here with the BOH brand.
$75 Hanes beefy tee.
Yeah, BOH is about to take over.
I don't even like wearing hats, but the BOH hat is I don't know.
Rock it, bro.
I like.
Yeah, I need to get one of those.
The logo itself,
gang,
where it's just like a hoodie with the BOH.
Yeah, I gotta get a BOH. You know what I'm saying?
See, I almost feel like
saying BOH is something that we shouldn't say repeatedly.
Yeah,
it sounds bad.
It sounds
big old
bad.
Hoodie.
Before we did that, I made sure that BOH is not on Urban Dictionary for anything.
Good call. Good call.
The most common use of BOH as an acronym is back of house, which is like
which is fine.
A restaurant phrase. So, speaking of which, fun fact, Easter egg for the merch store. If you go on and try to buy a BOH hoodie, you can't buy anything smaller than a large.
Yes!
You literally cannot order.
Rigged.
No, you have to select which sizes you want available, and it's everything large and up.
Oh, that's so great.
I figured if you wear a small, you should at least get a large. So
yeah, big old hoodie, baby.
Yeah.
You guys hear the jams over here?
I did. Yes. We starting a revolution.
I don't know if we've talked about that before, but that's Eli's Lightning McQueen car, and you push the horn on it. It plays dad rock.
Speed.
Nice.
I can't do them. That was a terrible.
Ciao.
Ka-chow. Speed. I am speed.
Dad rock.
Dad rock.
You think about how that
Yeah,
makes me feel.
good
I wish I
times.
could do an Owen Wilson. That'd be a really great impression to be able to
it
do.
would be.
Oh, wow.
Be impressive.
All right.
Wow. I can't do him.
So I have a question.
It's okay.
Sure.
We won't hold it against you.
I have a question.
Speak.
We're going to go in a circle. I got to pick a tattoo for Paul. Paul's got to pick a tattoo for Zach. Zach's got to pick one for me. I don't know if that's the way the screen actually looks, but that's the way it looks over here. So
I could put. Hold on.
Wait,
Here's a
who am I
question.
picking a
Well, I don't
tattoo
want it
for?
to change.
Zach's
like being up
picking
in
one
the
for
right.
me.
Where am I
Paul,
on
you're
your
picking
screen?
one for Zach. And I'm picking one for Paul.
Paul's at the bottom on my screen.
We have to have some guidelines here.
I mean, I'm not actually getting these tattoos. I have my original skin.
You just wait.
As long as it's nothing Chicago.
I'm gonna wait till
I'll
you've
be
had
fine.
a couple Diet Cokes at a show,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna.
Couple DC. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Just need my DC first.
Oh my god. Are we gonna get sponsored by DC now? I'm cool with that. I'm more of a
the
zero
apparel
guy, but
company
it's cool.
or the Coke.
I meant Coke, but it's cool.
No, I mean,
Diet
could
Coke
you imagine
themed DCs?
how famous would you have to be for Coca-Cola to sponsor you?
I've been
Michael
trying,
Jackson.
man.
Wait, was Michael Jackson sponsored by Coke or just Pepsi?
You have to be really famous, or you have to be a high school booster club.
Also
true.
Maybe we should rebrand ourselves.
And we could also get free blue Powerade, I'm sure.
Ooh.
If
Ugh.
we
I like
wait,
Powerade.
hold on. Okay,
blue
we might have
Powerade.
found. Hold on. We'll get to the. Let's do the tattoo thing, but I want to bring this up, and you guys can think about it throughout.
Okay.
What kind of loopholes would we have to jump through? What kind of hoops would we have to jump through to technically register as a booster? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are those? Could we just have to then sponsor a football team? And then we could get all this crazy deals and stuff? Like, we could get, you know what I'm saying? All right, think about that.
I like
All right,
it.
so who's,
I'm also excited for 10 years from now when we're successful, people come back and listen to this and be like,
These are
they were
gonna-
going to be a booster club.
these are going to be, this has been the goal for when I was like, we're doing a podcast. And you guys really didn't put up a fight. I think you both were down for it. But I had that idea during our hiatus where we weren't doing music. I was like, if we ever get a band back up, I think I want to do like a band podcast. And it is for the mega fan who finds out about us in a year, 2 years, 10 years, and is like, oh man, they have a stockpile of hour-long episodes, and they just listen to us become the band that they know us to be.
You remember when these weren't over an hour? Like, I feel like when we started, it was like 35, 40, and now they're like hour,
yeah.
hour and a half, and I
think
love
the
it.
first one was like 59 minutes or something.
We just
and then
we
that-
literally just ramble is the thing. Like
I know, it's great.
every once in a while, there's a point.
Can I tell you the one I'm basing this off of is Two Bears, One Cave with Tom Segura and Burt Kreischer. They
Yes.
literally don't ever seem to have any agenda, and they're like number one on every platform.
Interesting.
All right, let's do the tattoo thing. Nick, who are you picking a tattoo for?
I'm picking for Paul.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
So what is Paul getting?
Do we get to pick
And where?
location,
Wait,
too?
wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Nick, you choose the tattoo. Paul has to choose the location.
Oh, so I have some free will here? Okay, cool.
What? No, because I just had a good idea.
Oh, okay, never mind. All right, scratch that.
All right,
We can
no
do
free
that.
will.
I don't know why I'm acting like I'm in charge of this at all.
It was my idea.
Yeah, Nick gets to choose
Yeah.
the rules.
Shush, front man. All right, so Paul,
What's up?
the one that you can't pick the location, I want you to get a drumstick tattooed on the inside of each index finger.
That's dope. I'm not going to lie. That is so tempting.
He's like, you're like, I could do that.
Like I want, like literally just little drumstick right here.
My
right
question is, how would you make
That's
that
so
look
tempting.
like it's a drumstick? How can you guarantee that when
something
you
else.
do this, people be like, is that a drumstick? Instead of them
You
being
gotta
like,
put the
what
logo
the
on
heck
it.
is that?
Here. My boy just shoved life cereal at
He
me.
goes,
Yeah, I saw.
he goes, you might
It's
want
just
some
this
of this.
life cereal floating up into the shot.
He's just like,
Good times. Good looking out.
And then
Eli.
the
Good
one that you
looking
can
out.
pick, the one that you can pick the location for. I want you to get. I want you to get like a neo-traditional, like a flash piece of like a storm cloud with a banner that says Southern weather.
Oh,
Nice.
now,
And you
see,
can-
that's pretty sweet.
And you can get that anywhere.
I'm gonna get that on my face.
Like here.
He was so quick. He goes face.
I said that at work the other day that I wanted to get a face tat, and everyone was like, "Yeah, do it." I'm like, "You guys are dumb. I think face tats are stupid." And they're like, "What about Post Malone?" I'm like, "Post Malone's different. He can do it.
yeah,
I don't think everyone can do it."
I have such a love-hate relationship with my own face anyway. I would hate to regret having a tattoo on my face. Because then you're like,
Yeah.
gotta look
Now
at
that I know you guys think face tats are dumb, I can never shave my beard.
Correct.
I don't want you guys to see them.
Wait, that's a beard? I thought that was your face tat.
It is.
All right,
This part.
so Paul just got his tattoos. Who is Paul assigning tattoos to?
Zach.
Zach?
Me. Okay, so Paul, what am I getting?
I want you to get a tattoo of yourself on your face. Since you talk about yourself all the time.
Oh, wow.
That way, when you look in the mirror, you see yourself twice.
That makes me feel as if you think about that more often than you care to admit how much I think about myself.
No, I actually just came up with that right
He
He
goes-
now.
just fired that out
You
there.
think about yourself all the time, Zach. Crap.
I just think it'd be funny when you look in the mirror and there's two of you. It'd be like, it'd just be great.
That might be good.
You're welcome. You don't have to get it on your face, just anywhere.
Just somewhere. It's just a one
Zach,
of those.
Zach needs a portrait of himself.
Should it be one of those weird
Wherever you
ones
need
that's
the
supposed to
reminder.
look hyper realistic, and then they end up looking really kind of off because they tried to go too realistic with it?
Not even better. It'll be you, but with your high school legs. That way you feel good about yourself all the time.
Me wearing skinny jeans, but with my adult upper body, so it's just looks like
Perfect.
Looks like
Very
a sugar
real
cone.
life.
Looks like a double scoop on a sugar cone.
We are on another level of this podcast, guys. I love it.
Okay, so
man.
I'm assigning Nick a tattoo.
Yeah, do it.
All right. I would. Okay, the tattoo for Nick. The entire. This. Ooh, I don't know where I got this. No, I want you to get a portrait of Ralph Macchio and whoever the guy was that played Ponyboy in The Outsiders. I want those two guys, but where one's like sideways, like profile this way, and the other one's kind of looking ahead. And then, I want the is it Stay Gold? Did you say Stay Gold
Yeah.
or Stay Golden?
It's Stay Gold.
But is it? It's not Stay Golden, right? Is it Stay Gold?
It's Stay Gold.
Then I want you to
Or
put.
is-
Then, yeah, I'm starting to question it myself. I'm pretty sure it's Stay Gold
Wait a minute. Hold on.
because he says Stay Gold Ponyboy, right?
I think so.
But I don't want the tattoo to say. If I'm getting very specific with it, I don't want it to say Ponyboy. I just want it to say Stay Gold.
That's
But
fair.
just the fact of having Ralph Macchio on a.
All right. So I got my signed 50th anniversary edition.
Who's it signed by?
Nice.
S.E. Hinton.
Wow. Wow.
Bro,
It says
that's
Stay
dope.
Gold on the back.
Okay, so it's definitely
Stay
Stay Gold.
I like
So that's
it.
what I want you to get anywhere. That's awesome.
It's pretty sweet, dude.
Wait, okay, so we're going to have to get off and then get back on here. So
Okay.
before we go to commercial break, in which we'll have 0 commercials, but you can't add commercials to the video version anyway. Because then YouTube's
I mean, we
like,
could.
YouTube's like,
We
you
should
can't
make
add
a fake
your own
fake
commercial.
It's a
Our
lot
own
of
fake
work.
Commercial. Yeah, it's a lot.
True.
Can we talk about how you, Nick, and Martin Johnson have somehow the same signature?
We really do, and
What
that's
the heck?
bizarre.
I don't
Yeah.
have
So
a.
if you guys don't know, we've talked about the Night Game several times. The Night Game's got
Where is it?
their new album, Dog Years. You can order it on whatever platform you prefer, other than digital. You can get a cassette tape, a CD, or a vinyl, which is super cool. It's going
saw
to
that.
release for streaming.
I saw the
Was it
cassette
next
tape.
month?
I was like, Paul would hate this. Yes, it's in
Yes,
March. I think.
correct.
Yeah, it releases for streaming next month. But he's doing a cool thing. Like if you're investing into having a physical copy, he's signing every single one. But his, I guess it's an M. I think he just signs it Martin, or it might be the MJ. But the way that he signs it,
Yeah, it almost looks like an M with a star kind of cross. It's interesting. Here it is.
It looks like my.
Can you guys see that?
I see it.
Also, you
I
can see
sign
Little Martin
everything
right here.
in A.
Yeah, it kind of looks like NA. And so I got my copy in the mail first, and Nick's like, why does his signature look like mine?
Like, really looks like mine.
Anyway.
Yeah, for real.
No, I mean, for real.
Copyright it.
Copyright
I'm not
your
going to
signature.
copyright it.
Could you imagine how crappy that
Martin.
would be? Like, you're going to have to find a new signature there.
You're also going to have to pay me for all these ones that have my signature on it.
If we ever become really, really famous to where we're having to sign autographs all the time, I might shorten mine down to just a Z. Wait, Zorro's got that one. You can't use that one.
Yeah, man. Why are you messing with Zorro, bro? He's going to come slash us, bro.
Was Zorro? Who played Zorro? Zorro.
Which time?
Antonio Banderas.
That's what I thought. Has he always been Zorro, or was it like a multiple, like James Bond, you know?
I feel like there's been others.
Also, who is your James? When you think of James Bond, who is the guy for you?
Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah, I think of Pierce
Yeah.
Brosnan.
It's what I grew up with. Though I do like Daniel Craig.
I like Daniel Craig a lot as James Bond even, but
Yeah.
Pierce Brosnan is my guy.
It can never happen, but my absolute dream is to see John Belushi as 007.
Wow.
Interesting.
I would have loved that.
I always thought Michael Fassbender could do it too.
Oh man, he would be great.
Yeah, my best friend told me that, and I was like, dang, bro, that'd be really cool. So I won't take credit because I'm not that smart.
Tom Holland.
Yeah, he's everything. Just make him everything.
True.
He'd be such an
man.
awkward James Bond.
See, I think I would want to disagree, but only because I think he's more than just what we've seen in his most recent stuff. But
That's
he is
true.
kind of still, because of his character acting, you kind of see more of that awkwardness because that's his biggest blockbuster role so far.
Nick Jonas.
Nick Jonas is obsessed with 007. He has a song about it.
Wow.
Nick Jonas would be a killer James Bond.
He would
That'd be
actually be
something.
great. He's pretty like ripped, isn't he still?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. He's the man. Let's do we need to start this movement. Nick Jonas, we're talking to you. You need to make this happen because we have no pull in this industry. You need to become the next 007. Even though
And if
there
you
is
can't do it, Jack Black should do it.
all right. And with that, we will be
And
right back.
We'll be back in a minute.
Back in a minute. All right, and we're back.
And
we're
we're
talking
back.
about so people that would be so
Good
I
007s.
I wanted to be an actor. I would not be a good 007. I wanted to be an actor when I was in high school.
Were you an
And-
actor in a play?
Huh? Oh, you're quoting the song. I was like, what are you talking about? So I want to be an actor a little bit, not as much as I want now to be a musician.
Hey, it's all the
Anyway,
same.
so I read are you guys familiar with The Maze Runner? There was a whole series of
Yes.
movies based off the books. So I read the book, and for whatever reason, it struck me that was going to be a movie. I was like, this is going to be a movie for sure. So I reached out to the author of the book and said, I want to be in the movie when it comes out. Like when they start recording this thing, I want to be the guy that plays the main character. Which one? How pretentious do you have to be like, I'm your guy? But
I
I
don't
was
know,
like,
Zach.
confident.
How pretentious do you have to be?
I mean, I
Yeah,
don't
Zach,
know.
tell us more about that.
I mean,
Zach, I'm just playing with you.
I'm trying to think of a good answer.
Paul, are you
I
down here?
wasn't.
High five.
No, Paul is, for right now, he's up to your right.
Flip your hand over.
Put on the other side.
Other way.
Yeah,
Yep.
go up.
Blip.
That
Blip.
sort of worked. No, other side.
Oh,
All right, anyway.
Because Paul is right here for me, and Zach, you're
Oh.
right here.
Obviously, I did
that
not
looks
become an
terrible.
actor, nor did I star in the hit movie The Maze Runner. But I did
did.
hear back from James Dashner, and he said something very nice. I don't remember his exact wording, but was kind of like, sure, that sounds like you could probably give it a shot, but I'm not in charge of that. And so, best of luck. And I was like, oh, he contacted me
He
back.
was like, He was like, "Yeah, buddy, you got it."
Yeah. Hey,
You
little
gonna be all you
buddy.
can be.
Oh wow.
That's great. What a nice guy for getting back at you, though. That's
I know,
pretty
right?
cool.
And that's really kind of what I want us to be, is like, if people reach out to us, I mean, to an extent, I don't know how, like, really famous bands, how many messages do they get in a day where people are just like, hey, pay attention to me, pay attention to me. And you're like, man, I'm just trying to make music over here. But for the time being, where we only get like a message a week or whatever, you'll always hear back from us.
It's true. Yeah, I've always wondered that too, because like people, I don't know. I know some bands have like, hey, drop a like. Okay, do you remember when CDs were a thing and they would put like the mailing address somewhere in the booklet?
Yes.
And I always wanted to actually mail band stuff, but I never did. Because then it's like I just started going to shows, and I was like, well, I'll just actually try and meet them, and then get a picture or whatever, and that was cool. But yeah, I've messaged some bands like social media, and I feel bad because I'm always like, I wonder how many thousands of these they get a day, and it's like you can't respond to everything. It's just like, I don't know, man. I know some people are really good at like commenting back, but I feel like you get to a point where you are getting so many comments a day. Like, are you really going to sit there for 6 hours and comment back on everything? Like, and then some people say like, oh, you just, you do it for a set time or whatever. You get done. But then I'm like, well, what if the same people keep commenting and you're just responding to the same people, and some people get overlooked? But then again, I don't know, man. There's so much. You know what I'm saying? It's a weird game, bro. That's why I like just playing shows. You talk to people, blip. It's all good.
I think there's definitely a tipping point. You got to jump off at some point and be like, hey, we can't keep up with that kind of flow. But
if you message me about a Boss Metal Zone,
yeah.
True.
Yeah. I mean, we've reached out for these podcasts. We've reached out to quite a few locally known to more famous national or international bands, and we've heard back from quite a few.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
We've got a couple people with blue check marks that responded back, so that was kind of fun.
Nice.
blue check marks.
Blue.
Did Coldplay ever get back to us?
Stop that.
Did we message
Coldplay?
I don't think so.
I just wanted to say that.
Hold on. I want to see. If we did, they did not get back to us. But
Not yet,
I
anyway.
want to see if we did.
They're on the schedule for next week. Well, I'm
Hey.
All right.
We would make sure you're not
No,
asleep for that one, Nick.
you didn't.
Don't worry.
We did not reach out to Coldplay.
Did Avril Lavigne get back to us?
We didn't reach out to her either. We could, though.
Oh.
Here was my thought, guys. I'm not trying to, pester any famous people, and I'm definitely not trying to use famous people as, a springboard for exposure or anything. I'm just thinking, what else are all of us doing right now?
Yeah.
It's not like they're like, I can't, I'm on tour, the schedule's so heavy right now. It's like, maybe you're just at home and you want to talk to three dudes about whatever.
Yeah. 3 beefy boys. From different parts of the world.
The world.
World.
But anyway.
Why did you just turn into Gru there for a second?
I want to talk about the world. The girls.
So, Paul, can we talk about how much snow have you guys gotten? How much snow and ice have you guys gotten in the past couple days?
So freaking much, dude.
How fast have they cleared it?
Dude, in 2 seconds, man. We ain't a bunch of you-know-what.
They have
prepared,
roads.
man.
They have
We ain't
roads
scared.
paved in salt.
Dude, we've gotten
Yeah,
what?
we got all
a
the
foot?
salt.
Zach, collectively, a foot?
Seriously?
I mean, it could have accumulated up that much in local areas, but I think overall it was 6 or 8 inches.
Dude, you guys have snow on the ground right now?
Right?
Yeah,
now?
and they're
I
not
had to-
clearing it.
Ironically, I almost got stuck turning into work today.
So everything
that's
iced
wild.
first. Everything froze, literally a sheet of ice over everything, and then we got 6 to 8 inches overnight on top of it.
Dang.
And then
Bro,
it's
that's
supposed to
wild.
snow again tonight.
That's what I heard.
It's
Dude, that's
craziness.
crazy.
But what's
Wow.
awesome is that let's step into the time continuum right now, because when people hear this,
Correct.
we will have spent. Actually, that sounds super weird. I'll say it as I was going to. We will have spent another weekend together as a band.
Yay!
Feeding each other
Great
grapes
time.
and lounging on couches and
Yep.
Correct.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we get
Maybe
into.
some chocolate covered goodness. You know, it was great.
What,
You bringing pretzels?
real talk though, are you bringing the
Maybe.
pretzels?
Maybe.
So we are doing something that we cannot. This sounds even sketchier. We can't tell everyone about yet, but you will see.
The label won't let us talk about it.
Yeah, we are recording something
Big ol'
in
hoodie records.
some format, in some capacity. We're recording something, and this one I will tell you guys about because it's not such a secret. We are having another photo shoot, so that's exciting.
And we look good.
And we're trying to track down. So wherever speaking from the future tense, right? Wherever we had our photo shoot was awesome, and our other thing was great. Well, and we had an acoustic live show on Instagram Live.
Yeah, it was yesterday. Actually, it was a good time.
Yep. Yeah. Yes. So last night we had a show on Instagram, and we.
I did not mess up not one
things.
time.
I didn't either. And then I got bored and I drove back to Michigan afterwards. So, good time. I was like, I can't take this Kentucky stuff anymore. Bye.
No, Paul was
I'm going
upset
back
because
they actually clear the snow off the roads.
Because the Bruins. He was upset because the Bruins won.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
that's
who are
right.
they playing?
Did.
Who did they play? The Predators?
I don't remember.
Or was that the last game?
Wow, you should know. Die Hard
I should
fan.
know. Yeah.
Wow, doesn't even follow his own team. It's terrible. You got a lot to learn, Zach. You guys, dude, remember Sunday when I played at Zach's church and then we hung out and watched hockey and then we did an acoustic live stream show? That was like one of the best days ever.
Yeah.
Are you playing that Sunday?
Yeah, he did. He already played it.
Yeah, bro, it was great. I tore it up. I was like, yay, Jesus. It was great.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it was a good time.
All right, now I feel like there are some harsh feelings here, some hard feelings.
About what?
So
I
Nick
just don't get to play with you guys.
Nick also has a church, but it's not the same church, and so
Nah, it's cool.
I scooped Paul up before.
I didn't think you had drums.
We do.
You guys have drums now?
Yeah.
Oh,
all right. Next
okay.
time.
Well, then I apologize, but Paul's we locked him in.
Dude, it's not a thing.
Yeah, man. I was like, well, this is my going rate. And he was
It's
like,
not a
well,
thing.
here
It's
you
just
go.
like if you guys wanted a new guitar player, you just had to say something. Like,
Can I tell you this?
you didn't have to push me out that way.
So we don't talk about how our involvement in churches a lot, but Nick and I specifically here in town are involved in churches. Paul, I know you have been a lot in the past. I don't know where you are right now. Not on staff,
I kind of
though.
played drums at some places. No, I don't work for one.
And so
that's kind of how Paul and I met.
Nick and I both kind of have hourly requirements, I guess is the really eased into it way to say it, at churches in the area. And but I talked to my the man in charge, right? The guy who's over all of the music and the worship and stuff. No, well, he's in charge of everything.
Oh, okay.
But talking like if God is like the CEO, I'm talking like supervisor level 2 or something like that.
Oh God.
And I said, hey, I know he's not from this church, but can the drummer for my band fill in on Sunday? Because he's going to be in town. He's a great drummer. And they were like, didn't respond because it was through text. I'm like, okay, well, maybe that's no good, because a lot of churches are like, well, they have to be members or they have to be attending or blah, 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 Yeah. And so I sent one back.
Politics.
I was like, hey, if that's not cool, that's fine. Just wanted to see because he's going to be in town. And so finally, then I saw him in person. I was like, hey, it's all good. We don't have, and he was like, no, I didn't say anything because I was really trying to figure out if we could also get your brother to play guitar, because Nick's guitar skills are renowned in this area.
Yeah.
Not to.
Now you guys are just trying to make up for the fact that you kicked me out of the band without saying anything.
Nah, bro. Look,
Listen,
just because the Edge wants your spot, okay?
If this band ever dissolves, I'm done with bands. I'm not doing all that crazy, hey, we replaced you, or hey, you're out, or I'm not doing that crap. I'm done.
All right, Nick. Well, if this band dissolves, you and I are going back to our roots.
Hardcore.
Here's how that would happen. When you guys are free of my influence and dictatorship,
Stop it.
you would create an amazing some kind of band. It would be like
It'd be all over.
it would be like an indie metal, emo rock, 90s hip hop band. It would be insane. You guys would
Correct.
come up with something amazing, and it would have
That's super accurate.
it would have an incredible name, and then you guys would get instantly famous, and I would be like, oh, okay, I see how it
Be
is.
like, yeah, I know them. I was in a band with them once.
I was the lead singer. They're like, okay, buddy, all right.
Be like, okay, guy who has a
okay,
tattoo
buddy.
of himself on his face. Okay. But anyway, good times in Kentucky, man. That was great. We should do that again, guys.
Yeah, I forgot we were in a time continuum for a second.
Yeah. But anyway, good times. Same time next month?
No,
Oh, so I sent you guys that text about trying to change strings on a Floyd Rose, or when you break a string on one.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, bro. That looked brutal.
Just don't-
I did not realize that would happen. Like, it literally just like shredded the coil off of the end of that string.
It's brutal, man.
Hey, what guitar are you? What guitars are you playing this weekend?
I am playing my
Or
T60
last
and
weekend.
my Super Shredder.
See, I was
Oh,
thinking about that.
Shredder.
I really want to
I'm
play the T60
specifically using the T60 for Come Home, or not Come Home. What am I talking about? For Waves.
Yeah.
Because I'm tuning my guitar to E flat standard
Oh, nice. Me too.
Ooh.
and playing big open chords.
But I'm not doing that for waves. I'm playing capoed for waves, and I'm gonna tune to E flat for first time because I want to play G shapes for the F sharp key signature.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, I'm going to tune my drums to drop Z.
You can tune your drums to whatever you want, Paul.
drop
Yeah,
Z.
I will.
Drop.
So,
But yeah, I'm actually going to keep the T60 in E flat standard now because there's a specific frontman that likes to write in E flats.
I specifically did not drop the cover that we're doing to A flat to be nice to you guys. I was like, man, this would sound wicked
Dude,
in A
you
flat.
put everything in E flat, which is like there's a shape that you can use where it's a power chord with a whole bunch of open strings on a guitar, and it has to be in E.
Yep.
But then you write in E flat, and then I can't use that shape.
yeah. Why are you writing an E flat? Do you know how hard it is to tune my snare drum to that?
It's probably not.
It
easy.
is.
Probably not easy.
Yeah, but I can do it. It's fine. I enjoy the challenge.
Yeah, I'm gonna be playing
Also-
the Strat for sure on
For sure.
Come Home. Well, see, I can't figure it out. I don't know which one I want to tune down because the other one I'm gonna have to use like predominantly. Anyway,
So
the Strat, I'll play
tell
the
you,
T60 and the Strat.
It won't make a difference for me, but like for Waves, I have the ambient stuff that I do in the verses. That has to be that kind of out of phase Strat kind of sound, and the T60
Yeah.
does that better than
Tell
the
you what.
Super Shredder.
Here's what I think I'm gonna do. This makes me sound like a rich kid, but I have had some very generous people in my life, and so I'm going to play for this thing that we're doing. This rehearsal, maybe, I don't know what to. Anyway, it's a thing we're doing. We're not going to tell you about it, but we're obviously playing the songs from the EP during it. So,
True.
for Waves, I will play the T60.
I
For
like it.
first time, I will play my Jazzmaster
Ooh.
because it is a throwback to our Ocean City days, and that's the guitar I played in Ocean City. So I'll play that.
Wait. You guys were in Ocean City?
Wow.
Shut up.
And then
Dude, no
for
way. I played with them once.
Breakthrough, I'll play the T60, and then for Come Home, I will play the Strat.
Wow, must be nice.
And I'll be honest with you, Zach, I might just keep the Super Shredder the whole time.
You know what?
Super Shredder.
Maybe I'll do the Strat for both of those.
That Schecter.
You know what I'm going to do?
Play the same drum set for. Wait, no, you should switch drums. Could you imagine? People would be like,
Oh, my gosh.
if they saw what you were playing, they'd be like, was he playing different drums on all of these songs?
Flip. Thought about it. I got
could.
them rototoms, though, man.
Oh, wait. Are you bringing the Waves snare? Or is it
If I
still in?
fix
Is
it.
it still in disrepair? Don't feel like you have to
If
fix a
I
snare
fix
for this
it's,
thing.
it's still in disrepair.
It's not that serious.
Yeah, it's still in disrepair. But I'm bringing the other one.
Sweet.
Yeah. But the rototoms, they're going to be fun.
Rototime.
Yeah, pretty much.
I always
Hey, you
think
remember
about-
that time? Oh, go ahead.
I always think about Switchfoot when you say rototoms.
Roto Tom Phils.
Roto
That's
Tom
right.
Phils. What do you? I forget what the line is there. Something about life. Life is more than Roto Tom Phils.
$100 bills and Roto Tom Phils.
Ah, man, he's got a great voice.
Dude, John Foreman's the man. His new stuff's really good too.
It is really good.
What were you gonna say, Paul?
What a guy. I was gonna say, remember that time we were working on a cover and I worked my butt off recording drums and then I sent them to you guys and then I didn't hear anything? Those were good times, man. It was really great.
Nick, I know that was your son's hand, but it looked like one of those bits on like SNL where they're like they have the little hands and they're like,
Yeah, Eli's trying to get my hat.
It's
Paul,
a good
I was
hat.
thinking about that this morning. I am today.
I'm not bitter.
If I get the time, because I actually have a day job too.
Oh.
I will be putting those into a project and starting on the scratch recording of that
Yeah,
cover.
it's okay. I messed up a part that I probably should fix or will have to get fixed, but it's okay.
Is it a? Never mind. We'll talk.
We're just
shop
gonna
later.
reprogram the drums anyways. Like,
Yeah.
But I worked so hard on it, and then I thought I fixed a part, and then I listened to the demo that I made because I did a mix down with like the drums and just the scratch, and I was like, crap, this part still sounds bad. It's like one snare hit, but anyway, it's gonna be fun.
We can fix that.
We can
It's gonna
fix
be.
it.
It's gonna be a really good cover, especially when I put it into E flat for you guys.
Yeah, you'll have to retune my drums, but it's cool. I ain't doing it.
Paul's already got his drums tuned to 7.
That's right. Yeah.
I miss those days. I miss being like, all right, we have a song in whatever. We had a song when we first started out in
Eli misses those days too.
was it D flat or a C sharp? I don't know the difference.
I mean, they're the same thing. So,
But in music theory, are they though?
I mean,
I think they are.
Yes.
I never learned music theory.
I'm a guitar player. I don't do theory.
Yeah, it scares
I just
me.
hit things, man, and it sounds
Anyway,
good.
So then I would
It's my
just hit the
music theory.
transpose button and play in C.
Oh, good
must be
Lord.
nice.
What?
Wait, you were one of those guys?
He used to, yeah.
Wow.
He'd be like, "Let's try a different key," and the rest of us are scrambling to get our instruments like figured out. And Zach's like,
Right?
"I'm just gonna push this button."
Yeah.
Wow.
And then we switched that one to E flat, ironically.
Kids these days. Well, anyway,
Anyway.
good times.
Well, that's it. All the momentum ran out. Whoa, where'd that bottle go?
It's gone, baby. It's gone.
I
Yeah,
had,
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool.
I feel like
Cool.
we've done good.
I think we did
Talk
well.
about
here.
instruments.
Talked
I
about
think we did it.
a whole lot of things. This feels like a podcast. I feel like if we get let's do our typical, right? Let's
Oh,
end it.
yeah. New stuff.
What's the stuff that you guys have been into? Music or movies or whatever the heck you want to talk about.
Cocaine. Just kidding.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Paul, you've lost weight. Been doing cocaine.
Hey.
Who's going first?
I'll go first.
You are. Zach's going first.
I'll go first. Well, musically, obviously, Linkin Park. No,
Yeah. Dude, Hybrid Theory. Changed my life.
the Night Game officially released the physical copies of Dog Years, and so I've been listening to that. And I have been listening to I Only Want to Live Once by John the Ghost. It is a full-length album. We've talked about John the Ghost on the podcast before. It's John from the Maine, but also John from John the Ghost. Been listening to a lot of No More Kings because of that podcast that we did.
Hey,
with
I
Pete.
met that guy. He's super cool.
Pete Mitchell's so cool, and
Super cool.
It's just gotten me a renewed interest in his music, and that's about it. Musically, Taylor and I started watching that Cecil Hotel thing on Netflix that everyone was watching, and then we watched I think it's called The Map of Tiny Perfect Things on Amazon. I was in it.
Cool name.
I was like, it's
Yeah, I
super
dig
cool.
it.
It's definitely kind of like a quirky teen romancy sort of thing, but you know me, I'm a sucker for those.
Yeah.
Hallmark, baby.
Yep. Anyway, that's it. Podcast, just the same ones. Same ones as always.
Nice.
Eli, bring that over here.
Eli, what you been listening to, man?
Veggie Tales.
Yes. Classic.
Is it my turn or is it Paul's turn?
Your turn.
My turn. Okay. I've been listening to Throwback. Your Favorite Weapon by Brand New.
So good.
Just a stellar record, start to finish. Of course, Dog Years from the Night Game. And I'm still listening to Letters to Our Former Selves from Youth Fountain.
So good.
It's an amazing album.
Dude, so
great
good.
album. And then so like I have to, while I'm at work, I need like mindless music, like stuff that I don't have to like, almost just stuff to kind of get me in a zone. So I've been listening to actual like trance music. Anjuna Beats. They do this like compilation album I guess it's every year. But the latest one where they basically like one DJ will start a trance loop, and then every track is where the next DJ takes it and morphs it into something else. But it's all just one giant song.
That's super cool. I have to interrupt really quick. I actually provided vocals for a trance song one time.
What?
I had a Fiverr account for a while where I would record vocals, and I did maybe like 3 or 4 projects, but one of them was this trance song, and I always wanted to hear it, but I never got to hear what it sounded like.
Dang.
So sad.
That explains why you're so successful from all those Fiverr gigs, bro. You're welcome.
Oh, man.
And then
Sorry.
I haven't been podcasting or listening to podcasts or watching TV shows, but I did read a book lately that has been probably one of the best that I've read in a long time.
The OK Blog book from 2020?
Hey!
No, I helped write that book.
This is true.
Which I need to post my blog from the past.
You did. In the past, you did it already.
I did. But it's called The Silent Patient. And it is insanely good. I recommend it to both of you.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
I dig it.
I dig. I was trying to think. I haven't read any like amazing books recently.
You're about to.
Like
you are about to. This one right here.
Okay. What's it about? 2-sentence overview.
2-sentence overview.
Or read the back.
A
or
woman.
You want to do.
Named,
Yeah, read the back.
No. A woman named Alicia Berenson shoots her husband 5 times in the face, attempts suicide, and goes completely silent, and is in a mental institution. And it's the story of what happened, why it happened, and kind of told from the perspective of her psychotherapist.
Dang.
It is one of those books that there's so much in it that it's hard to just kind of like give you guys a quick overview. It's phenomenal. It's an insanely good book.
Sweet, dude. That's pretty cool.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, I'm curious now.
I forget I think it's a German word. Taylor sent it to me at some point because I have it. It's a word that means literally collecting more books than you could possibly read. And I was like, yeah, that's me.
That's for sure me. I've got like 7 on my shelf right now that I need to actually dig into.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey, back to me for a second. I forgot though. We watched through all of the Harry Potter movies. I don't know if I talked about that in the last podcast.
So good.
All of them. And so now I want to reread the books,
them.
obviously.
I'm a sucker for those Harry Potter movies.
Paul, what have you been
Good
into?
Times.
What's going down?
Well, not to just copy off Nick, but we've both been very much enjoying Youth Fountain. I still don't know if it's one dude or if it's a band, because seems like on some of his posts it's just one guy, but freaking.
But then there's like 2
dude.
on some, and yeah.
Yeah. Either way, it's freaking great, man. Just some good old kind of emo pop punk stuff. It's just, man, lyrically, it's just it's so
heavy,
lyrically and musically. But yeah, the lyrics definitely they get you. I just found this band the other night called State Faults, and it's oh my gosh, it's really freaking good. It's like I feel like if you took Dillinger Escape Plan and Under Oath and like some random other emo-ish kind of thrashy band from the mid 2000s and you were stuck them in a room together, this is like what would happen. It's like really like post-hardcore one moment, and then it's just like kind of like thrashy and like progressive, and it's so good. Super raw. Really freaking
Love
good
it.
stuff. Yeah,
Love
they have
it.
an album called Clairvoyant that I've been really digging. So that's
Paul,
cool. And then still
is
on
that
my
band?
Jimmy Eat World kick. Oh,
Ooh,
go ahead.
Jimmy Eat World. Who's that band that you sent us a link to recently?
I found
There's a song called Our Favorite Song.
The Beach.
The Beach.
I think it was The Beach.
The Beach.
Yeah, I was listening to this podcast, and this guy was like, today's music's from The Beach. And I was like, dang, this guy's really good. So
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I checked out some of his stuff too, and I really dug it. But yeah, no, I watched the last Jimmy Eat World live stream over the weekend because I bought tickets to all three of their, and I honestly don't know which one was my favorite. Like, Surviving hit me, just, I don't know, maybe because that's like the newest album, and like I really, really, really dig it. And it was like the first live stream, and the production was all really good. But Futures was like, that's probably my favorite Jimmy Eat World album, and the live stream was kind of stripped down. And I really liked that because it just hit, I don't know, just a different vibe. And then they did Clarity was the last one, which I've always liked but never listened to a ton because it was like, I don't know, an earlier album. And now I'm like, dang, this album's so good. Like, wow. So, yeah, man, that's me.
Nice.
Word.
What was I going to say? Hey, we should put together, this would take a lot of work because we didn't do it on the way through. We should put together for the website like just a list of all the bands and artists and everybody we've ever talked about on this podcast.
That'd be cool. I feel like I remember quite a few off the top of my head, so it might not be as hard as we think.
I mean, we
I'd
talk
be down
about
with that.
That might take.
It wouldn't be
bit.
as hard. It'd be hard for you guys because you go through these kicks where you'll list like 12 bands from like a certain era, and then I'll be like, yeah, but have you heard of The Main? And then I'll be like, how about The Night Game? And then you guys will be like, yeah, they're great. And then like the next episode will be like, have you listened to The Main or The Night Game?
This is true.
I listen to a lot of music. I don't want people to think I don't, but I get stuck.
Yeah.
I get,
The
as
Night
I
Game,
talked about
the
in
main,
the blog.
The OK.
But-
The Night Game.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Main,
I listen to the
Paul and
OK
I
over
have
and
this like almost. I don't even know. I'm gonna call it like emo kid syndrome, where we're like, I have to consume literally every band I can see.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So true. Emo kid for life.
I'm gonna have to listen to my playlist. Zach's
Yeah,
first pair
your
of
first
skinny
pair of
jeans.
I love that name, dude. It's so great. But anyway.
Hey,
All right. Well,
so to
yeah,
end
go
this
ahead.
in this thing, I want to tell you guys a personal anecdote real quick about my trip to the dentist because I think I gotta share it publicly somehow. It was so crazy, and then you guys could speak your piece, and then we'll peace out of here. So I went to the dentist, and it's been a while because I had to cancel my appointment for I think snow or something last time, and then kept having to reschedule, and so I finally made it back. And I had a male hygienist for the first time ever, which doesn't matter, but I've never had that happen before. And the dude was 28. So I was like still pretty young. I was like, wow, did not expect to just be my teeth being cleaned by some 28-year-old guy right now. Anyway, that's not important. But this guy was very cool. I thought he was a fun guy. But for whatever reason, they took my blood pressure, which was like absurdly high. So I was like, it happens. Give it some time and then take it again. So he did that, and it was still absurdly high. And he's like, I got to talk to the doctor. And so apparently they were like debating whether or not I could even be there because I was apparently like an inch from death. And they were like some kind of like different cuff they were using. They're like, you're a large person, and we don't know that our cuff is accurate on you because you're so big. And I was like, okay. And they're like, so we're going to go ahead. And then he goes, yeah, man, you want to get that checked out, though. It's the silent killer. And I was like, okay. And so then, you know, obviously the typical stuff. He's like, you need to floss more. I'm like, I do that every day. And he's like, I don't believe you. But anyway, throw the whole thing. Then he's like, then I say, yeah, my body's just falling apart, man. Like trying to brush it off, you know, because he kept bringing up all these things that I'm not doing right. And then he goes, yeah, I hear you. He goes, I'm only 2 years older than you. I was like, all right. And he's like, yeah, I used to be like you, wearing glasses every day. I was like, oh, okay, where's this going? And he's just like, then I went to the doctor. They said, my eyes are getting so dry I could go blind. They said, you got to start wearing contacts. And then I'm like, man, I have dry eyes too. So this guy, he was very nice. I want to say that. He did a great job. He's very professional. But he had me just in there thinking about my own mortality, just get my teeth cleaned.
Bro, that's intense.
I didn't tell the story right. I need to become better at storytelling, but it was a crazy experience for me to just be in there and then him just to be like, thing after thing, like, you're going to die. And I'm like,
the silent killer. You're going blind.
He goes,
you're not even 30.
Yeah. He goes, it's a silent killer. I was like, oh, man. So,
dang.
I don't know.
Silent Killer is a great name for a band.
But then the dentist came in and she was like, it's all good. Everything's fine. I was like, all right.
He was like,
It's
he's
all
going through
good
some
in your
stuff.
head.
Don't mind him.
He's just an emo kid.
No, he was cool.
Dude,
all right, guys.
That's, wow.
Zach, are
That's
you
like
okay?
a music video
Yeah.
right there.
I'm
yeah.
fine.
Are you okay?
I probably need to get my blood pressure checked out, but
You probably should. I know you're in the okay.
that being
good
in
thing-
the
Oh, go ahead.
being the okay does not guarantee that you have all of your health metrics will check out correctly. You need to see
Health
doctors.
metrics.
Health metrics.
That's fair. Good thing we didn't eat a bunch of junk food on our little band weekend that we had last weekend.
Yeah, we're bad about
Good
that.
thing
typically.
we only had Chick-fil-A breakfast once and Zaxby's once.
That's the
And
plan.
everything else was just straight protein.
Straight protein.
Oh, you love chicken, dude.
Except
I love chicken.
Paul brought a double batch of dipped pretzels.
Ew. And like 30 freaking cans of chocolate-covered Pringles.
Dang. Gosh.
Just kidding. There wasn't.
Yeah,
30, there was
I always
like
feel
2.
like if we don't have anything we have to like be visually appealing for, which that's tough order for me anyway. That it's like I have a tendency to go crazy. I'm like, oh, the band's doing something. Let's eat 85 sandwiches a day.
Are we? Remember how we ran every day?
Are we gonna
when I
do
was
that?
Down? Oh yeah, band run, baby.
Do you go for runs, Paul?
I do now.
That's awesome.
He said,
Don't you
I do
remember?
now.
We did the band run when
So
when
you
I was
started
down there.
running when we came down here?
No, I practiced a couple weeks beforehand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
I got the treadmill in the garage. You know what I'm saying?
Dang. All right. Well, yeah.
Yeah, what's
sure.
up? Been prepping, baby.
All right.
Yeah, it was
You
good
guys
times.
have any,
I mean, you still outran me, but it's cool.
No, I can't outrun anybody. You guys have closing thoughts? Anything you just dying to talk about?
No.
I was just. It was so nice to see you guys, and
It was great. It was great to see you all
good hangs. We should do
And,
it more often.
more often.
You know,
I don't
can
know why I'm
travel now. So
I'm just repeating everything Paul's saying. He's going, it was a good
okay
hang.
with
I
that.
go, good
It's
hang.
great.
He
I'm
goes,
okay with that.
More often. I'm okay with that.
you guys are great.
All right.
You guys
well,
are great.
Frankly, honestly, the greatest.
The greatest.
Frankly, honestly.
Anyway,
All right,
Anyway.
This has been the OK Podcast. We are the OK, and you can find our debut EP, Latency, anywhere you listen to music. Hopefully, if you listen to us rant for an hour and a half, you know that, but love to put that out there. Buy some merch, please. That's the best way to support us right now is to just grab a T-shirt or a hat, and it'll send a couple dollars our way. Or if you would like to contribute, $10,000 to the band fund, you can PayPal that to us. Really up to you.
Or
honestly.
Venmo.
It just depends on what you're.
Yeah.
We have Venmo.
Avoid those fees.
or like 150 grand if you want us to take a year off of our lives and just pursue this full time. Just
We could do
throwing
that.
out there
Yeah.
too.
All right. So those are the options, really. Or just subscribe to the podcast because that is helpful as well.
Yeah,
And,
that too. That's a great place to start.
All right. Well, that's
Cool.
We'll call that a wrap. Paul,
All right.
do you have one more cowbell?
Oh, guys, I'm not prepared. The OK Podcast. It's over. Go home. Come back next time. Too bad every time I do this, cows don't come running. You know what I mean? Is that how it is where you guys are? I don't know.
No. This is bonus content, by the way. If you start walking down any fence row with a bucket, cows will begin running toward you.
Yep.
Whoa.
It's not so much the
5-gallon
cowbell.
bucket.
The bell won't.
Is that a
I don't.
Kentucky
I mean,
thing?
unless they're
Yeah.
trained to be fed when you start hitting a cowbell, then they'll come to you. But if you start walking with a bucket, they're like, grain bucket, he's coming.
Dude, bonus content.
Yeah.
I like it.
We'll see if we can film one of those interactions. I don't have any cows near me, so yep.
Dude, can we get a band farm?
No, that sounds
What?
wickedly expensive.
That way we can make money for the band by selling steaks. And hey, man, Trump did steaks. We could do steaks too. We call it the OK Steaks.
Man, I really don't want to raise cattle.
That's some like really
well,
next level marketing stuff.
We'll pay somebody else to do it, but we'll
is
brand it.
This is some good
It's all about branding.
quality beef. Where'd this come from? The OK.
The Beefy Boys.
They're an alternative new wave band. The Beefy Boys.
The Beefy Boys Butchery. That would be great.
Oh no!
All right,
Oh, what
that's
a
for
ride.
sure the
We're
ending.
genius.
That's the real ending.
I quit.
Right there.
I
That's
quit.
the real ending.